Alright, we're going to begin by UVing some of these objects, and some of these objects are going to be really difficult to UV. Some are very easy. Most are pretty easy. I picked out these shapes so new students can just get a hang of doing UVs, so they're nothing really difficult. It's just they're all across the board different. So in this case, we'll handle this one first. And whenever I model something like this flat, and I want to put a texture on it, I have to think how I can cut the model from the top and bottom, that way it saves resolution. In this case, I believe in putting edge loops down the center of these. Oops. And this one's a little harder to get to. There we go. So I'll put these edge loops in there like that. And I can always take them out later, but for right now, I'm going to jump into my top view and go create UV's planar mapping. Now, as far as UVs are concerned, here's what my UVs look like. And I like this, but I need the top and bottom because this might be suspended in the air and you could probably see the top and bottom that way. Let's say the character was running on it, you could see it. If the character was down here, he could see the texture. So that's what these edge loops are for. If I double click on them, hold shift to double click more, and I should be able to get all the edge loops going all the way around inside and hit cut. After I cut it, I can highlight one UV, hold control to shell, hit W on the keyboard, and I can separate the two halves. Now if I'm missing something as far as one of the edges are concerned, this will not separate. So rinse and repeat until you get good results. There we go. Do that one more time. Sometimes things look like they're highlighted in Maya. It's a bug. And that's probably what was going on with that one. So when things look like they're highlighted, it's a history bug. You can just highlight everything and off click and that will deselect it. I know that's kind of weird, but it'll happen again, and when it does, I'll show you why that exists. So cut this off. Try that again. UV, control to shell, W on a keyboard, and voila, top and bottom. Okay, so I have a positive and a negative shell. You can see that when I hit this button. I need both shells to be positive. So in this case, I'm going to flip this one around. And then I'll take a second to unfold this. Now, I want to unfold it very carefully. So I only go like that. I don't unfold all the model at the same time because it'll start rounding it. Okay, do that again. And these are inorganic objects. So inorganic objects have to have very straight UVs. If you do, you get weird kind of compression look to them. Once I unfold them, I'm going to take these on all ends and cut them. The inside ones are so small, nobody's going to see, and I'll probably leave those alone. I'll just unfold them, but not cut them at the ends. Okay, a little cut there, a little cut here. Okay, cut. So what that does is it leaves off some of this edge, and what I can do, it unfolds a little bit better. So now this will become a lot straighter. I'm still going to get some kind of compression because of right here, but that's so small, again, because it's going to be butted up against another piece. I'm not really too concerned about that. If I wanted to, I could cut it and then unfold it, but you can see that it's going to have an overlap anyway, and overlap's almost worse than having it the way it was. Alright, so here I'm just going to unfold these. Just like that. And the same goes with this. I worry about the ends because they're going to be seen more. Cut, and then start unfolding. In most cases, this is just going to have a procedural texture over it anyway. Just something that loops over and over, is maybe rusted paint or rust in general. So I'm just being pretty picky here because, you know, it's just good form to be picky. There we go. Cool. So both those are done. And now I can go like this. I can scale these down and try to fit them as best I can, as wide as I can within the UV range. In this case, I think I can go like that and gain a couple pixels. Perfect. Alright, now I did one, you do the other. That's the way it works with this. So I'm going to do this off camera and then go on to some of the other pieces.